Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome student. I am Atiq Ahmed and today I am going to deliver lecture 4. Previously we have studied about parts of speech, and in that part of speech there was a topic of verb. And we have studied about what are defective verb, what are regular verb, what are irregular verb. But today we will discuss about transitive and intransitive verb. Transitive verb, intransitive verb. You know, there is an object which tells us about the meaning, which clarify, which illustrate, which elaborate something more about the verb. Just like that, if I say that I write a letter, here I write a letter. Letter is an object here. So we can say there are some type of verb which gives us meaning with its object, then they are called transitive verb. Transitive verb are those type of verb which needs an object to clarify its meaning, to elaborate its meaning. Just like I write a letter. So there is a direct object here. That letter is direct object. So if I say that I eat an apple, so here eat is transitive verb, write is transitive verb, because we know that I am eating and I eat an apple. Other thing that I write a letter, maybe we can change the object. I write a story, I write a novel, I write a book, I write something else. Then these are object. These are object which needs direct object to tell its meaning. So this is called transitive verb which needs an object. You can say it is the dependent of object. So this is called transitive verb. And intransitive verb is that type of verb which doesn't need an object, does not need an object. And transitive verb is that type of verb which needs an object. So we can understand from transitive and intransitive verb that transitive verb needs an object, intransitive verb doesn't need an object. Mean we can say that he died suddenly. He died suddenly. Here died is transitive verb. Died is transitive verb because died doesn't need an object. Same is the case what he sleeps on the bed. He sleeps mean sleep doesn't need an object, that's why sleep is intransitive verb. So according to the rules of active voice and passive voice, according to rules which we have studied in rules of active voice and passive voice, we can make only the passive voice of those sentences which needs an object, mean only transitive verb. We can change the active voice of transitive verb into passive voice, but we can't change active voice of intransitive verb into passive voice. Same is the case, he died suddenly, there will be no passive voice. I go to school, there will be no passive voice. He sleeps, he sleeps on the bed, and it can't be changed into passive voice. So the type of verb is transitive verb and intransitive verb. Transitive verb is that type of verb which needs an object, and intransitive verb is that type of word which does not need an object. So if I say that the example of transitive verb is I write a book, I eat an apple, and I write a book, it can be changed into passive voice that a book is written by me. I eat an apple, it can be changed into passive voice just like that an apple is eaten by me. But in intransitive verb, just like I go to school, he sleeps on the bed, and he died suddenly. He died suddenly, he sleeps, go. These words are intransitive verb, and it can't be changed into passive voice. So this was, you can say, our today's first part, that verb has two types, transitive verb and intransitive verb. So I think there is no confusion here. It is crystal clear that transitive verb, I have written the definition of transitive verb, intransitive verb, the 2 and 3 examples of transitive verb, intransitive verb, and another thing that active voice and passive voice, we can change active voice of transitive verb into passive voice, but we can't change active voice of intransitive verb into passive voice. So according to your course content, students, we are going forward so that according to your examination point of view, you should have conceptual clarity of each and everything. And next subject is letter writing. Letter writing, this is very much the part of your course in your examination. So I am moving forward so you can, these things can be helpful in your examination, and you can get good grades in your examination. Letter writing, how to write a letter. First of all, how to write a letter, because this is something which is, I have already told you that functional English, practical implementation of English. And if there is no practical implementation of it, there is no any type of summaries, long stories, novel, essays, or these type of thing, or poems, poetry, any type of literature is not there, but practical implementation, because you are the student of law. And for this, letter writing consists of many parts. First of all, there is heading. Heading means address of a person who is writing a letter. Address of a person who is writing a letter, this is called heading. Suppose in examination, mostly people write examination hall, ABC city. But you can also write that other address, that house number 9, street 3, Rawalpindi. But in examination, when you write a letter, you have to make your identification secret. That's why you write examination hall ABC city. Otherwise, in writing, you can write this type of thing, or you can write any type of office designation. And if you have some type of company and you want to write a letter to another company, then you can write AB company, Rawalpindi. So this is the heading. This is the heading. Heading means address of a person who is writing a letter. Second thing is date. Mean if you are writing a letter, that if you are saying AB company, Rawalpindi, it is your heading, and date will be here, that you will write July 9, 2020 or 9 July 2020, or you can write you can write date. First of all, heading, address of a person who is writing a letter, and after that you have to write date. After that, inside address. Third point is inside address, mean to whom you are writing a letter. To whom you are writing a letter. That, suppose if you have studied heading, date, and you are writing a letter to another company, if you are writing business letter or any type of other letter, then you will write that, suppose AB company, Rawalpindi, is writing a letter to CD company, Lahore. Lahore. Then this AB company Rawalpindi is heading, date and inside address to whom you are writing a letter. This is heading, this is date, this is inside address. Now fourth thing is salutation. Salutation means you address someone, the manager of a company, the director of a company, the director general of a company, or any other person, you will write salutation means sir. Sir is your, you can say, salutation. I think you have understood heading, date, inside address, salutation. Then next thing is body of the letter. Here in body of the letter, you will give reference. That reference number of letter that you will address just like this. From here, sir, with reference to your letter number 1, 2, 3. Next you will give other details, and this is the body of letter. Body of letter where you want to say, where you want to say the main idea, content and proper message. That why you are writing a letter, what is the purpose of your writing a letter, and this is body of the letter. This is the body of the letter. After you can say body of your letter, you write complimentary clause. And complimentary clause can be yours truly, yours sincerely, or sincerely yours. These are complimentary clause. Now at the end, you will write in your examination, mostly it is written XYZ. That, but officially you will write your detail, and after that, after complementary clause, the 7th point is your signature. 7th point is your signature. Now, there are different type of, you can say, style of writing a letter. Style of writing a letter. Style of writing a letter mean semi-block form. And full block form. You can select any type of writing here, that you can use semi-block form also, and you can use full block form also. The basic difference between semi-block form and full block form is that in semi-block form, you will put, if there is a page here, if there is a page here, in semi-block form, you can write your address here. Heading, date. You can use your heading and date here, and here inside address. Inside address will be written here, and after that you will write date, heading, date, inside heading, date, and inside address. After inside address, you will write salutation here. Salutation means sir, madam. Now, and you will start from salutation if you are writing sir. Then in semi-block form, you will start your body from here, and second line will be from here, and next paragraph you will start from here, and complementary clause will be here. Complementary clause. This is semi-block form. This is semi-block form. Now second thing is full block form. In full block form, if there is a page here, you will write left side only. Here, your heading will be here. Then you will write date. Then again here you will write inside address. Then salutation. After salutation, if you are writing in salutation, you are writing sir. Then in full block form, you will start your paragraph from here, here, here. And if you are closing your paragraph here, then again you will start from here. And when you will give your purpose of writing, why you are writing this type of letter, after giving your content, your message, you will close your letter from here. Complimentary close will be here. So these are two, you can say, that style of writing, that semi-block form or full block form. Now again, how to write a letter? Letter writing, these are the, you can say, that ingredients of the letter writing, that first of all, heading, date, inside address, salutation, body of the letter, complimentary close, and signature. These are 7 ingredients. And what is the purpose of these type of thing? That heading mean a person, the address of a person who is writing a letter. Date, when he is writing a letter. Inside address, to whom he is writing a letter. Salutation mean in Urdu जिसको कहते हैं आदाब तस्लीमात, sir, madam, mal. Body of the letter, here body of the letter is that type of letter which gives us message, content, what is the purpose of writing a letter, why you want to write a letter, whether it is inquiry letter, whether it is order letter, whether it is adjustment letter, whether it is complaint letter, whether it is information letter, whether there are so many type of letter, what type of letter you want to write, you will explain this thing in your body of the letter. Then complimentary close, yours truly, yours sincerely, sincerely yours, and then you will sign, mean your signature is there. So nowadays you can say it is not the age of letter writing, but according to your course content, according to your examination point of view, it is necessary for you. But I just want to explain you that if there is an academic institution, if there is business company, if there is any other institution, then they have letter pad. They have their letter pad where each and everything is written. That company name, or institution name, or any other type of form. Then after company name, their email, their phone number, their mobile number, and each and every type of detail is written in their letter pad. and just they have to write a letter, and all other details are mentioned already in the letter pad. So this is your, you can say that, how to write a letter. Now again, this is online class, and online class means that you are not present here, but we have to make each and everything clear to you. That's why I am just revising the lecture of today, that what I have told you and what I have taught you today. Two things we have studied today. One is verb. As in the very first lecture, I have already told you that in parts of speech, verb is action word, which shows action. Which tells us that some action has taken place. So there was a regular verb, irregular verb, defective verb, that those type of verbs which are followed by ed, just, look, looked, looked, cook, cooked, cooked, these are regular verb. Irregular verb are those type of verb which are not followed by ed, just like go, went, gone, write, wrote, written, see, saw, seen. And another type of verb is transitive verb. Transitive verb and intransitive verb. As I have explained each and everything to you people, that intransitive verb used without a direct object. Intransitive verb used without a direct object, just he died suddenly. When we say he died suddenly, died doesn't need any type of object. He goes to school, go doesn't need any type of object. He sleeps on the bed, sleeps doesn't need any type of object. But in transitive verb needs an object. Just like that, I eat an apple, I write a letter. This is transitive verb and it needs an object. And according to the rules of active voice and passive voice, only we can change transitive verb into passive voice, but we can't change intransitive verb into passive voice. So I think this transitive verb, intransitive verb, this is clear to you people. And after that, we have studied about letter writing. Letter writing. Letter writing means we have studied about the ingredients of letter writing. What are the ingredients of letter writing? Heading. Heading means also the address of a person who is writing a letter. Date. Date means when he is writing a letter. Next ingredient is inside address. Inside address means to whom he is writing a letter. Then salutation, sir or madam, company name, company director, company manager. Then body of the letter, that why you are writing a letter. What is the purpose of writing a letter? So you give each and every type of detail in your body of the letter. Next thing is complementary clause. And at the end, you write yours truly, yours sincerely, sincerely yours. This is complementary clause. And then you sign, your signature are there. You sign there at the end and you close the letter. Today we have studied, you can say, transitive verb, intransitive verb, letter writing, and the style of letter writing. There are two styles of letter writing which are common: semi-block form or full block form. And I have told you that how you write according to the style of semi-block form on the page, and how you have to write according to the style of full block form on your page. And these two styles are very much common, and these two styles are right, and there is no wrong. That mean semi-block form or full block form, both are right. You can write according to the style of semi-block form, and you can write according to the style of full block form. I think it is all for today, students, and each and everything has become, I think, crystal clear for you. There is no any type of ambiguity left here, and there is no any type of confusion, and we have closed our lecture for today. And thank you all. Allah Hafiz.